Buongiorno, ciao a tutti. Welcome back to Appa's Kitchen Road here. I'm in Richmond, California right now, and waiting for my Uber. He's on his way. So I'm going back to Italy, doing the northern route. So hitting some of the big spots and some off the beaten path spots. So I'm really excited about this trip. I'm giving Italy a second chance. Um, I think that might be my Uber. All right, so heading to the airport now. I'll talk to you when I get there. All right, made it to the airport. No problem. I'm early. I was a little bit worried because last year I watched my video from last year because I didn't remember all of the details. So last year, same flight to Rome initially, 3:15 departure. Um, Traffic was terrible. So I originally had my pickup for Uber to get me here exactly 3 hours before. And then I said, you know what, I don't want to take a chance. So I changed it. So I'm early. So I'm at the check-in counter. They're not here yet. We're all early. All right. So I'm going to Italy, flying to Rome, and then a connection to Milan. I have about an hour and 45 minutes to make that connection. So we'll see. So far, it looks like the flight is on time. And then they have this new biometric screening to go through passport control, which is supposed to speed things up. You still need to get your passport stamped. So if Giuseppe is having a conversation with somebody, that's going to hold things up. But hopefully that's going to be fast. And then just book it to my next flight and hopefully make it on time. The thing is, flight to Milan, there are several. So if I miss this 3 o'clock, I think it's my flight. I arrive 12:15. It's 2 o'clock. My departure to Milan. If I miss that, there's another one at 4. There's another one at 6. So I don't have to wait all day. And I also learned from my chatbot friends that I could just go to the lounge and have them take care of my new connection if I miss the flight there rather than going to the stupid transit desk or wherever I had to go last year. All right, people are coming. So I am already checked in. I just have to drop off my bag, but I do have a question about my seat assignment on my connecting flight. I don't remember booking it, so I somehow got a window seat, which I don't like. I don't like being cramped in, so I'm going to see if they're going to let me change to an aisle seat. I tried changing it on ITA, and they wanted to charge me again. I already paid for my seat, so why do I have to pay again? So I'm just going to tell them I think the flight was changed and my seat was changed, and I didn't want a window, I wanted an aisle. So let's see if they accommodate me. I mean, I'm flying business class. And then the other thing, I don't know if I have lounge access or not. That wasn't clear, so we'll see. All right, so here we go. All right, smooth sailing so far. So I made it through check-in, security, and I'm in the Virgin Atlantic Lounge. I just ordered a chicken burger. They don't have a whole lot on their menu. Chicken burger and a cosmopolitan. Flight's on time, so everything's looking good. I think I will make this connection. They cut it really tight. So if you are flying to Italy, just be aware the connection times. I don't know that they actually gave me a choice for my flight. I don't remember. It was such a long time ago since I booked it, but I wish I had remembered that last year there was an issue. Last year it was only an hour. There was an hour connection in Rome, which sounds great, but First of all, the flight was delayed 30 minutes, so it already cut it down to 30 minutes. Then you arrive at the airport, and they had to roll the stairs out. Of course, Giuseppe is smoking, so that takes forever. And then we had to take a bus to the terminal, and then had to walk to passport control. And Giuseppe is having a conversation in the booth with somebody, not doing anything. So we got delayed there. And then I had to walk all the way to the end of the terminal. So by the time I got there, my flight was just departing. So they told me, "You're late." I'm like, "Yeah, thanks. Thanks to you." So when I realized this was such a short connection time, hour 45 minutes, and they now warn you on the app when you check in to be aware that there's this new biometric screening system for anybody who is not an EU resident, and to make sure you give yourself enough time. Well, I'm not the one who set the flight times. Ita did. So I called them, and first she said, "Oh, yeah, you don't have to go through security." I think we're using the wrong word. It's passport control. So I was talking to Chad or Gemini. They're like, "Yeah, you have to go through passport control." So she went and checked, and then she came back, and I said, "It's passport control." And she said, "Oh, yeah, sorry. You do have to go through passport control, but you're going to have enough time." And then she said, just in case there are later flights, but she couldn't rebook me because then they would have to charge me. But if it's their fault and I arrive late, then they'll rebook me. And then I learned from Claude, I think, not to go to the transit desk, just to go to the lounge, and they'll be able to do it in the lounge while I sit and have a cocktail. All right. Looking good. It's very comfortable here. I like this Virgin Atlantic lounge. Ah, that's good. I could have a couple of those. So we got a chicken burger and some crisps.
Virgin red packets, buckwheat, berry, waffles, Bombay stuffed
We're on the plane. It's pandemonium, of course. There's like no overhead space. There's like that whole section is empty. This guy jamming his on top of my bags. That whole section is empty. But there's nothing in the middle for the middle seats. Anyway, we're on our way. Blanc de Blanc. It's really good.
Infant flight vests will be distributed. In case of need, they must be inflated before leaving the aircraft. In caso
is bresaola with goat cheese, citrus, and chive. And I have some brunello. I got a beef fillet with some potatoes and Swiss chard. I skipped the pasta today. I learned last time. Milan. So, same thing as last year. So we arrived, had to get on a bus. They were really fast this time. Let us all out. Took off. We didn't wait. We actually arrived an hour earlier. So I have plenty of time. So we arrived at the terminal. There's a woman, airport employee, sitting there, twiddling her thumbs. We get off the bus. She starts yelling, "No! No, 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 no." So I don't know, they had a little argument. And then finally she decided, okay, she was gonna let us in. Crazy. So now I'm walking to my connection. And I remember all this, going through duty free. It's really crazy what they make you do here to make a connection. And then I'm going to go through passport control. And then I have time to go to the lounge and relax a little bit. Flight was not bad. Long, but we got cut an hour off somehow. So that's nice. The crew was very nice. The food was good. Same as last year. They don't vary the menu. The only thing that was different was the pasta. But I skipped the pasta because last year I got puttanesca. It was terrible. Airplane pasta I don't think is good. Alright, so I'll see you in a little bit with an update. Just you can see what I'm walking through here. It smells like perfume. I'm going to Terminal A. Everybody seems to be walking in this direction. It's crazy. I don't know why everybody's walking in this direction. Nobody's watching where they're going. So here's where we're going. Controllo passaporti. Alright, well that was easy. So I had to scan my passport. Just wait, there's one agent. Maria. Giuseppe's not here today. Minutes, took me minutes. Alright, so now I'm in Terminal A. And I believe for some reason my clock is wrong. I think it's 11. My clock is saying it's 12. My connection is at 2. So I think I actually have time to go to the lounge. Let's see where my gate is. Okay, my flight hasn't been assigned a gate yet, but I'm at Terminal A. And the time is after 12. So, Ita said that we were arriving at 11, like 10:50 or something like that. Their time was wrong. Oh, Maron, these Italians, I swear to God. Alright, Alright, so Ita Airport Lounge is up here. Just gonna go hang out in the lounge for a little bit. Or maybe they can tell me my gate. Well, I made it. This airport is very calm, surprisingly. I don't know if this is the domestic terminal, maybe that's why. Anyway, so now I am heading to the metro. Everything's clearly marked. I'm going to take metro 5 stops. It's right in front of me. And then change to another train for another 2 stops. And then it's like a 4-minute walk. My Airbnb, very easy. So for the metro, I'm just using the credit card that's on my phone. So you have to open it up, Face ID, double tap, open it up, it opens up to the credit card, and then you just tap the card on and tap it off. It's very easy, supposedly. Wish me luck. So this is Metro, line 4, I guess that's the line 4. Just confirm where we're going here. Yeah, so this is the final stop. I don't have to worry about the direction. This way. This 1, 2, 5, 6, 12, or 13. So easy, and like there are no people here. It's amazing. Very nice, but we are in ritardo, 5 minutes. Italy. It's really nice. It's very chill. It's a lot calmer than I expected. So I don't know. And I think there are 2 airports. I think there's the international airport and then Linate. The airport that I flew into is a regional airport. So that's why it was so calm. But very easy. So I slept on the plane. I missed my beverage service, but I needed it. All right, so train's coming, 2 more stops. These are kind of like suburban commuter trains, I think. I don't know what the S and the M stands for, but there are quite a few S trains that run through here. So I'm waiting for S5 as the next train. Alright, I haven't been filming because I am following the map. But here's a little bit of a look at Milan. We got all kinds of buildings here. These are older. There's some kind of mid-century ones, some new modern ones. It's pretty, it's quiet so far. Seems very orderly. Still got the graffiti everywhere, smokers, but it seems nice. It's really hot. I didn't pack shorts because I thought I'm not gonna wear shorts. Well, guess what? Italy. So I walked in, there's a sofa bed here. Sofa bed is open and like somebody's been sleeping in it. Then there was a yogurt drink and an open pack of crackers on the table. Like, what the hell? Garbage in the kitchen, dirty towels in the bathroom, dirty sinks in the dirty dishes in the sink. It hadn't been cleaned. So I messaged the host. I took a video. She said, can you send me pictures? I tried sending the video, it wouldn't send, I guess it was too big. Like, I'm telling you, it hasn't been cleaned. And then somebody buzzed, and I didn't know what to do. I figured it was the cleaner, but I didn't know. So 2 women just showed up, cleaned, sort of. So never had that happen before. Check into an Airbnb and the place has not been cleaned. Anyway, it's nice. Let me show you. So there's the sofa bed. It was open. So living, dining area. Got this mural here. Bathroom. It's cute. It's a little old. It has some nice little details here. These tiles and things. The window. Kitchen. It's actually really big. A little counter space. Fortunately, I'm not going to be here that long because there's no... Where's the refrigerator? There's no... Where's the refrigerator? There's no air conditioner. You tell me there's no refrigerator? No, there's food in the refrigerator. Disgusting. All right. And in the bedroom. All right, so that's it. I'm exhausted. That was not a very pleasant welcome to Milan. So I want to take a shower, change my clothes, and then see if I can find a supermarket. It's kind of late now to go to the supermarket. I hate going to the supermarket when they're all out. But anyway, it's really warm. 78 today. There's no air conditioner. There's a fan in the living room, but no fan in the bedroom. But I think the rest of the week it's gonna cool down. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that trip. I got I got yogurt on me on the plane. All right, that's it. See you next time. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.